Worked there 5 years. Then I got the job I presently hold, which was the biggest break of my life. I am the head basketball coach at North Carolina State in the Atlantic Coast Conference. I'm not saying we have the best basketball in the country, but no, we're going to be up in the top 2, 3 every year. But I was a little worried about getting this job. I'll be honest with you. I am, as I told you, the son of Rocco and Angelina Valvano from Naples, Italy. And I'm going to get a job, an interview down on Tobacco Road in North Carolina. I sat next to my man Fred here from Enterprise. We spoke to each other for 20 minutes. I have no idea what he said. He has no idea what I said. I'm telling you. But he was laughing a lot at what he said, so it must have been funny. I'll tell you that. I don't know. I mean, here I am. I want this job so badly, I go down for the interview. You'll understand this. I get off the plane, and they meet me at the airport. The fellow says, hi, says, you know, Billy Ray Bob? And I said, where are the other 2 guys? You know? I don't know. What do I? So there had to be more people there. So I tried to fit in. I said, Jimmy, Tommy, Tony. Try to adjust. I'm trying to adjust if I can, you know what I'm saying? So picture now, right? I go for interviews and we find out we kind of like each other a little bit, and a month goes by and they offer me the job and I want it. I'm so excited. I'm going to coach the Atlantic Coast Conference and I'm ready. I get down there and they're a little worried and I'm a little worried, and they said, look, in order for you to really do the job here, we've got to get you out and speak to our booster club, our alumni, our fans. So I said, I'm ready. What do you want to do? They said, we have a Wolfpack Club. That's our support, Wolfpack Club. 11,000 members of the Wolf. Means I have 11,000 assistant coaches every game that I play. Right? They said, you've got to go to the first Wolfpack meeting and knock them dead. Give an inspirational, motivational talk, knock their socks off, and they'll say, we hired ourselves a smart Italian from New York. See, I'm an Italian. You know that down there. I'm an Italian. So I said, that's all. I'm ready. I said, I was dressed kind of like this. And they said, no, you can't go that way. I said, why? They said, no, you got a lot to learn about living down south, son. They said, you got to wear the school colors. You're going to go to a Wolfpack meeting. You got to wear a red jacket, which is, you know, that's where the Wolfpack, red. So I said, okay. And they gave me my first official 8 years ago, NC State red coat, made out of that material, kind of like steel wool. You know, you know what I'm saying? You get hit by a truck, you just brush the sucker off like that. Just keep going. Keep going. I'm sure I should clean this thing, but I mean, the way it follows me around, let's go, here we go. And it just comes. So they give me big, wide lapels, and it says NC State basketball. And I said, I'm ready. I'm fired up. I'll give it. They said, not yet. You got so much to learn. And those of you who are supporters of a particular university understand what I'm saying. They said, we have school ties. You can't wear that tie with the red coat. We have a Wolfpack tie. I said, oh, I'm ready. Let me have it. I thought it was going to be one of those ties with little tiny wolves on it where you had to get up real close and say, oh, gee, that's a Wolfpack tie. Nah. This tie's got 3 wolves on it. 1, 2, 3. I'm talking about 3 angry wolves, you know, with a fierce growl and a hat. Each wolf has a hat on it that says NC State. Realize how big that's got to be to have a wolf with a hat on it, too? Each one. And it's the kind of tie, when you wear that tie, you do not have to wear a shirt, if you know what I'm saying. Have you seen people with ties like that? You know what I'm talking about? Those wide thing like that. So I got this red steel wool coat on. I got this red tie with a wolf and a half on it. You see, because it's made out of that material. No matter how you tie that knot, you pull it as tight as you want. Size of your fist around your throat like that. Makes your collar go up, kind of like that. You seen some of those boosters? So I got this red coat on, this tie with a wolf and a half around my neck. And I said, I'm ready to roll. They said, not yet. You got so much to learn. Now, I say this with love in my heart. All of you born and bred Southerners, I've lived there 8 years. I love it. My wife loves it. My family loves it. But there are differences in every part of the country. All right, so I was ready to roll. And in no place in this United States of America, like the South, do you have more of an affection for checked pants. I'm telling you. I guarantee you Fred's got about 26 pairs right now. And I know when he was home, he said, Helen, should I bring about 4 or 5 pairs to Chicago or what? Right? You can't. So they said to me, they said, Coach, you got to wear your red check pants. You know, and I tried to tell him very rarely on a Sunday did Rocco Valvano yell up to Angelina, "Hey, Ange, where's my red check pants?" You know? So they were shocked I didn't have a pair, and they gave me my first official one-size-fits-all. NC State, pull them down, pick them up a little bit. Each with blocks in them, checks in them, and each check it says NC State basketball. Oh yeah. So I said, oh, they said, you look good now. I felt good. I said, all right, let me go. So I had to give my first speech. Now listen to what I'm telling you. This is the most important speech of my life. Most important one of my life. Right, to 300 members of our booster club. And their way, whatever I say is going to spread throughout the state of what kind of a guy I am, what kind of a speaker I am. Am I inspirational? So I'm on a plane flying down there to Greenville. A woman sitting next to me says, "Are you the coach at State?" I said, "Yes, I am, ma'am. I'm proud of it." "Are you an NC State fan?" She said, "No." I said, "Oh." I got off the plane, went to get my luggage, fell behind the counter. He said, "I saw your picture in the paper. You're the new coach at State." I said, "Yes, I am." They said, "You an NC State fan?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, I'll make you one." He said, "No, you won't." I said, "We don't have a lot of fans here in Greenville." Now picture this now. I'm dressed at the most important meeting of my life. I'm waiting 5:30. I'm not picked up. It's 5:45, not picked up. 6 o'clock. 6:15, the phone rings. I pick it up. Page, the head of the Wolfpack Club. He says, "What are you doing there?" I said, "I'm in Greenville." "Where are you?" He said, yeah, Greenville. Describe the airport to me. I said, "Right behind me. It says here, Greenville Spartanburg Airport." Now, that's right. Most of you react just like me until he told me, for the most important meeting of my life, I flew to the wrong state. Yes, sir. I flew to Greenville, South Carolina, dressed in a red steel wool coat with a red wolf tie. "300 boosters waiting for their new leader, and I went to the wrong state." How'd you like to start the most important job of your life that way? Huh? He told me, he said, "Get your tail up here where you work." I said, "I'm coming, boss, I'm coming." You know? Now, you know what it's like going through an airport like this and get back online? And that same guy behind the counter said, "Yeah, coach, what can I do for you?" And I said, "Did you realize that there is a Greenville in both North and South Carolina?" True story. He steps back, he says, "Hey, Bert, I told you." True story. True story. You talk about starting a job in a tough